Good evening, everyone. Jamie Schwartzwald in with sports, a special Thursday edition of Puck Talk. Today we are hanging with the Dogs, specifically Johnny Mueller. Johnny, how you doing?
Very good. Thanks for having me, Schwartzy.
Yeah, thanks for coming down. Well, this first off, you're a first-time guest, so let's tell everyone where you're from and how you got started playing hockey.
Well, I'm from St. Peters, Missouri, and I grew up, played a little roller hockey growing up, and really got into ice hockey around when I was probably 7 years old. Got on the ice, and roller hockey really slowed down for me, really took off for ice hockey. I really liked that a lot better. Played that a lot, and now I'm here.
Yeah. What's the difference between roller hockey and skating on the blades?
Well, it's a lot slower. There's no hitting, so it's a lot more just puck protection, stuff like that. 4 guys on the ice, so you have a lot more room. But, I mean, the skating's a lot different, stuff like that. It really helps you. Being on roller really helps you with ice and vice versa, stuff like that. Learn different things.
Yeah. What's St. Peters like? I mean, is it like a suburb of St. Louis, or is it kind of its own town?
It's way west from St. Louis. I mean, like 40 minutes west from the city, but it's a lot different from here. Not as cold. Gets hotter in the summer, but, I mean, it's nowhere near as cold as here.
Absolutely. The team has been doing Movember. Who on the squad has the best facial hair, in your opinion?
I mean, Hinsey gives me a run for my money, but for sure I got the best muzzy on the team. I don't know about the chin. Doug Rose has a nice chin hair, but for the mustache, I got that for sure.
You're taking that?
Yeah, for sure.
You
give me a run.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah. I got a little more gray.
Yeah,
or I thought it was blonde when it was first coming in, but someone told me it was gray.
I don't think it's blonde.
You kind of shuffled around the North American Hockey League in your first 2 seasons, playing in Springfield, St. Louis, and Janesville. Seemed to have found a home here in Fairbanks. How would you compare the Ice Dog organization to the other programs that you've played for?
Well, not a knock on any other organization. I really liked it everywhere. I had a good experience everywhere. But in Fairbanks, it's the coaches and the GM with Stu and Prof. They really work hard for us. I really enjoy it. Paulie does a really good job. I like him coming into the team this year, and I mean it's the best place I've played. The dip's the best. Yeah. I wouldn't play anywhere else. It's a lot of fun.
You skated with Hetz and Gorowski last Friday. I thought that line looked to have the most energy during that game. What do you like about skating with those guys?
Well, both guys, they're really great players. Both of them have a lot of skill, and that's really what we try to bring to the table every single shift is energy. We go out. We know we're not going to make a gem, like just a gem of a move or anything like that right away. We try to take away their time and space, go in the offensive zone, and then hopefully after taking away their time and space, get a nice little puck in the slot for Hans or for Chuck for David Kaplan. He was our line mate on Saturday. He seemed to really work well too. But we're working on the chemistry. We really don't have a second or third guy right now. We just kind of go from what we see on the board in the morning and go from there. Work our hardest.
That's absolutely the way to get it done. You're listed as a forward. Of course, you spent a good part of last season, the beginning of this season, playing defense. How tough is it to switch between the 2 portions of the ice positions?
My entire life, I've never played one position. Every single year, I switch from one to the other. I start at D, I move to forward. I started forward, moved to D. And so, I mean, as of right now, it is tough, but I've really grown to be used to it. I mean, it's not much of a difference now.
If Munson or Aldridge really go south, are you willing to put on goalie gear?
I actually am for a player, if this makes sense to you, for a player, I am actually pretty decent at goalie. My entire life, I wanted to be a goalie.
That's awesome.
So I'd like to think I'm the 3rd string.
Me too. The Dogs are rolling, winners of 4 straight. What's been the key to your guys' success as of late?
As of late, we've really been tightened up in the D zone. That's probably a factor that I moved up top. We don't get scored on anymore, but we've really been working on going to the net hard and stuff like that, having traffic in front, which has really helped us. We played against a good goaltender last week, and we really tried to just pick apart the little things and get pucks to the net and go from there. You can't score if you don't get a puck to the net.
Absolutely. Wichita Falls coming into town. They're a second-place team in the South Division. It seems like week in, week out, you guys are playing tough teams. What are the benefits of skating against tough competition?
I mean, hopefully it gets us ready for playoffs. That's the big run for the year. If we play against all the good teams, we really know what to expect. I haven't played against Wichita Falls ever, but I really don't know what to expect with them. I'm sure the coaches have done a lot of video and stuff like that to get us ready, and we'll be ready for them on Friday. But I mean, playing against good teams every weekend just gets you ready for the run in playoffs.
All right, Johnny. Well, Friday and Saturday night, 7:30 at the Dip. I want to thank you for coming down.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You bet. That's going to wrap it up for us. We are getting out of here, but you need to stay tuned because Zach Rover is coming up next with your extended 7-day weather forecast. So for forward/D-man/goalie Johnny Mueller,
That's me.
I'm Jamie Schwartzwald, and you're watching News 13.